Hold on. Star is laughing. Yeah, hello Katia. Thank you for joining. So you can share on other pages. The way to share on Facebook is just click the share icon, and that icon will take you to it will take it to your own page. So other people that sees your page or joins your page or check out your page, they will see this video. Another way is that you can also invite people. So please invite as many people as possible on your friends and family list. So invite them all. And another way is by tagging somebody. Tagging is really good. I like tagging because what happens is Facebook will send me a notification that my name has been mentioned. And how do you tag? You use the symbol that you use in your email, the @ symbol. You use that symbol and the person's name without any full stop. Without any space in between. So just write it @ and the person's name, no space at all in between, and you get to the person. Yeah, so thank you, guys. Please don't let us argue today. All right, we're just doing this in love. It's not it's not something that we should argue about. We should all do this together. All right, so please let's have a good time in actually exploring some of these things. You know, it's some things to laugh at, but while we are also laughing, we can also gain some knowledge, some understanding. And one of my own biggest thing is that not to fear. You know, a lot of these pastors and these charlatans and GOs and papas and or whatever they call themselves, they've put too much fear in people for so many years. And it doesn't take one show or one program or even 10 programs or 100 programs to get this fear out of people. It takes several repeated programs of different angles, because this is how they did it as well. They've been doing this for 30 years or more, a lot of them, you know. Okay, we're working on YouTube. I know you love YouTube, so we're working on it. Oh, actually, it's live on YouTube now. So please check out YouTube. We are also live on YouTube. Go to Dr. Sunday's page. It's on Embassy of God. Embassy of God page on YouTube. Embassy of God. You will find it. So O4B, yes, please go ahead and check it out on YouTube. So guys, I appreciate you all for joining. I came into some information and I thought I'll share with you, okay? One of the information it's a video, well, they're both videos, but one is about Daddy G.O., that's Adeboye, and what is used your tithes and offering for this year, okay? With some statistics and some figures. I don't know how far this is true because I haven't been able to confirm it. I don't know. I saw this on YouTube. It was sent to me as well. So please, guys, let's look at this together. Let's explore it together. And then, you know, there's another one that I received. I'm sure some of you have seen this. This is Bushiri, and the, just lavishing money in a wedding and the way that he was acting. My observation, okay, the first one is, with the first video, my observation is that people are suffering in Nigeria. There's so much challenges going on in Nigeria. These people don't do any other work other than the ministry work. I am not saying that you shouldn't live in luxury or be successful in ministry work, but I am saying that with all this suffering and poverty and all these insults going left, right, and center, especially with Nigeria, why is it that the next step for a charity, supposedly a charity to do, is to set up business for the general overseer or for the general overseer to have a business set up, you know? Okay, sorry, she's saying it's not on YouTube, but Ofuobi is on YouTube, but it's on YouTube of Embassy of God. So the link is already on there. If you look at the top of this page, of this video, you would see a link. It's already there, so you can get it from that link. That's the person that is asking. So this doesn't resemble Christ at all. So my main contention, or should I say my main thing for you guys, for every one of us, is that if they say that there's something, right, you have to examine that by the actions of what they act, by the action that they demonstrate. And if it doesn't align, then they are not what they say that they are, okay? You know, either way, vice versa. If they act one way and then they speak something weird as well, then there's something wrong somewhere, okay? But I always believe that action speaks louder than words. You know, words are good as well, but action is what seals that word. It's just like somebody saying that I will give you something. Until they give you that thing, they haven't given it to you. So that hasn't happened yet. And if this pastors, GOs, papas, they're saying that they are They are charity, they're there to support people, they're there to give all they have. And there's so much poverty, especially in Nigeria, where most of these people are based. And they are rich, and the majority of the people or the congregation are poor, and they're suffering, and they're telling them things about, if you do this for God, this is going to happen. We know about first fruit offering, we know about at least 12 different types of offerings that the church requests for. So all those things that happens, they don't correlate with Jesus, who is the reason why you go to the church. I'm sure nobody is going to tell me that they go to church because of any papa or mama or Gio, even though, again, you can say that it is that reason why you're going to church. Because if you're seeing the truth and you're not analyzing yourself and your allegiances to those people, then obviously that's why you're going. So you need to examine that privately yourself as well. But what I want us to examine here is some of these videos and some of this analysis. And then there's another article that I have, and it's about 2 pastors in London. So I want us to also look at that and then do our analysis on that. So thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you. Please, I'm going to ask you again to please share this. Share with as many people as possible. I appreciate the fact that you're sharing. So hello Ify, thank you very much for joining. So I just want to have a little drink. Okay, so guys, let us please do not call me on Messenger, please. That interrupts this viewing. Desmond, please do not call me, okay? Or anyone else that is trying to call me. If you want to call, you can call Move Agents Madik. Go on Messenger and look for Move Agents Madik, and then you can call on that Messenger page or profile, but not on my own personal one, please, guys, so that we can have a smooth sail with this. Otherwise, it won't be so smooth because the call would interrupt the video. Right, guys, let me show you my first video. This one is a bit funny, so let me just go to that one first and just analyze it, and let's just look at it once and for all. Then I go into the article, then I go into another one. Okay, so first of all, let me put the mute on so that I just don't jump into a second. Okay, why is it frozen here? One second, guys. Okay. It seems like it's frozen on YouTube. I don't know why it's frozen on YouTube. It is. I think it was when the call came in. It froze. It was frozen. Okay. All right, guys. Let me go quickly. Hello, Big Mommy. How are you? Thank you for joining. All right, guys. I'm going to show you this video first, and then we'll take it from there. Right? Okay. This one is. Have you guys seen this? Okay, guys, where are my YouTube family? Because they are really funny. They would have find BJ. Okay, Facebook is also stepping up. BJ, too much swagger. You know what? This is a pastor. This is Bushiri. I don't know the name of his ministry, but his name is Bushiri. And look at what he's doing, for God's sake, guys. You know, this is not even, first, it's not Christian-like. I don't know what is Christian-like, but it's not his money. If this is money, if people like Dangote or let's say even Bill Gates is doing this, he can do whatever he likes with his money. These are people that are taking money from poor people that don't have any money. They're telling them that they need to give their widow's mite. They need to give their last penny. And this is what he's doing with those last pennies. This is what, you know, I don't understand. I mean, you have to see this again because I find it very funny. And he's a lone ranger as well. The whole thing is just a mess because he's there dancing on his own. The actual couple, they're just standing there and they're just doing one, and then he's doing this. This is psychopath behavior. I mean, it's not a normal behavior for somebody to be behaving like this. So this is the person that you've seen now. This is how we're spending the money. So I'm going to turn the camera again. I want you to watch this one over and over again. This is how your tithes, your offering, your first fruits, and everything is being spent. So have a good look. Play it again. Okay, I'm going to read some of your comments now because you guys are now, you know, you take this all as a joke. The people that are suffering, right? We need to be serious on this program. Sometimes I think that we play too much. This is serious. So Adeboye said that if people are still giving him their money after this clip, then they they are on their own. Adeboye, please don't let us leave people on their own. It's not nice, all right? Then who else do we have? We have here, very sad for real, not even showing good example. Exactly. You know, there is poverty going on wherever it's based in Africa. You too? Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you again. I've been asked here to show it again. So I'm going to show it again. It's unbelievable. Okay, guys, I mean, I had my mouth open there for like at least 30 seconds. I have seen this before, but every time I see this video, my mouth is just like, and it's just the way that he's opening his mouth, looking at the girl, the couple, and the way that they are. It's just all funny, but this is not game. This is not a game. This is people's life. These are people, the people that worship this. He's the one that they said, yes, Papa, yes, Papa, yes, Papa, in South Africa. People are actually following this guy and listening to him and doing whatever he says. He's like equivalent. Let me see. Isn't it? Did you see his swag? Did you see his I don't know if it's dabbing, maybe it's half a dab, I don't know, not dab. It was I just can't believe this. This is a pastor, for God's sake, in church. Not in church, in a wedding. Okay, I'm going to show you something else about this guy, right? So that you know that there's a lot of mess going on in Christendom, as people call it. I'm going to show you another thing, but before I do, right, I want to read your comments. I'm really interested in the things that you guys have to say about these videos that I've just showed you, or this particular one. So let me quickly go through the comments. Who do we have here? They need to cry for him, not a laughing matter. I know, Adetutu. I feel the same way. I'm sorry that I'm laughing, but it's very funny. It's you know, if you cannot cry, yeah, what do? Sometimes you just have to mask it up with laughter. You know, it's not that, you know, I'm happy. It's just, I don't even know how to phantom it. I don't know how to register it. So that's the reason why I'm laughing. So many people might have died around him. Of course, there are people dying. It's not necessary to do that. First of all, okay, maybe it's not a cultural thing. And every time God and his words and what God needs has to supersede culture. So if we're saying that that's how Africans behave, that's how we do in weddings and stuff, he, as a pastor, as a senior pastor of his ministry, should know better. And he shouldn't be doing this. On a serious note here, so if there's some people that sympathizers there and are saying that, oh, because that's what we do in Africa, we do this with people. Not in Africa where there's poverty. Not in the same church where there are people that goes hungry in that church. Not especially when you're asking that money. It's not money that you made by any other means other than you having a church. And people paying tithes, offering, all these silly offerings that you ask people. You don't take their money in their own faces as well, and you're spending it like that and you're doing that. I don't even know which angle to look at this to say that this is okay. You know, I don't know. You know, if anybody else knows, please let me just know. He has gift, but I think he has lost his calling, if at all he has one. I don't think he has gift. I think he has gift in 419, but not godly gift. He has gift in manipulation. You know, it's one of the ones that did a video where he was saying that he was going to catch somebody's child on the iPad, and he used his thumb. There was a video like that. I don't have it now, but in that video, he used his thumb to show that to select a picture that's already in the profile, is already in the library of the iPad, and said that this is the man's child. And everyone's like, ah, and shouting. I mean, how stupid can they be? That was just a silly one, actually. So I don't know which angle to say this is okay. It's not okay in any case. No, it's not okay. Someone says, oh my God, Samuel, don't worry about me, okay? Don't worry about me at all. Adeboye, thank you very much for joining. Thank you, actually, Samuel, as well. Bushiri is a pastor somewhere. Richard said, good afternoon, Dr. Sunday. God bless you. Country will always go good. God, if the part of the world. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm trying to read the messages, the comments. Aha, we have somebody here that says, what is wrong in spending some money some of the money he collected spraying in a wedding. Maybe the couple are one of his high-paying members of his congregation. Wow, laugh out loud. Okay, I think this person is joking. All right. Which church is the man? Is this again and country? I think it's in South Africa. They need to cry for him. That's comments. Does he has a heart? The pastor Oluwaseun is asking. This Bushiri is a party guy. That's Chinazi is saying that somebody's laughing here. Yes, this is definitely a psychopath. Joe is saying. Ola is saying that this is sad. Hello, Ola Martin. And then Nobu says that's how survive. That's how survive in Nigeria, making joke out of every unhealthy situation. You know, it's just not to cry. It's just not. We don't want to cry. Guy man, Pastor Miriam is saying undercover club guy turned man of God. Okay, that's it. That's what Style is saying. Treasure says, in fact, I don't know who had bewitched our people. This very Bushiri bought his 4-year-old daughter a car worth $80,000 for her birthday, and people are there clapping for him. Excellent, Treasure. Well done, Treasure. You taking us right into the next article that I'm going to show about this same guy, because you know today's title is about what Adeboye and Bushiri, but it's not just Bushiri, a lot of them that are doing this, are spending your tithes and offering on. So let's look at Bushiri again. This is the same guy with the swag, dancing in a wedding and throwing money around. And this is another thing that he has done that we should actually explore. So the headline I will show you, I'm going to turn the camera around again. So here it is here. We have here, rich kid of Malawi, Bushiri buys daughter K30, I think is then currency. So it's equivalent to what they, I think that's $80,000 car as birthday gift. So for a child, look at this child. This is the child, okay? This is as large as I can make it, guys, but I'll read out what it says. In buying the gift, the South African-based preacher has underlined that people should not just look at the money, rather they should learn the importance of buying, of being there for family, and also the need for responsible parenthood. Okay, this sounds like total tosh to me. Right, he's saying, wow, this is the height of manipulation and brainwashing. So he's saying that people should not look at the money, okay? So did you buy it with magic, or did you buy it with nothing? So don't look at the money. So you are actually saying that money was spent, but rather they should learn the importance of being there for family. How is your, I don't know how old this child is, maybe 5 years old, is going to, how is that responsibility? How is that being there for her, buying her $80,000 car? And also the need for responsible parenthood. How is this a responsible parenthood? Buying a 5-year-old a car. Of course, the child is not going to drive it, but everywhere the child is going, the child will also have an expense, which is a driver. Or what is this? It doesn't even make any sense at all. People, look at this. Look at what this guy is saying. Okay, and then I'll go on. Let me just read the whole article because this is too ridiculous. Then it says, the daughter Isabel was born December 25th, 5 years ago. So she's only 5, you see? The delightful preacher unveiled the gift on Wednesday, they should say, Wednesday afternoon, and wrote movingly about his unconditional love for this daughter. I think you hate her. Isabel posed on her birthday gift on her, this is bad English. Isabel posed on her birthday gift from daddy. Okay, maybe that's what they meant to say. Then the delightful preacher unveiled the gift on Wednesday afternoon and wrote movingly about his unconditional love for the daughter. Isabel, despite being 4 years old, is already hit at church because she carries the anointing of healing. Oh my God. Okay. Excuse me, people. I cannot believe this. Somebody's still asking for the link for YouTube. Please help anyone. Guys, with the link for YouTube, please just go to YouTube, and I think it needs refreshing. So it's Embassy of God for the YouTube. So I can't believe this. She's already a hit. How gullible are people? She's got anointing. She's got anointing of healing. What kind of a 5-year-old? Okay, fine. We've all got anointing of healing, so that's not a problem, okay? Who cares? Yes, everybody has got anointing of healing. Nobody has any problem. All right? So let's go. Then it says, the prophet later took it to Facebook to celebrate her daughter, his daughter, coming of age. He wrote, a man should never neglect his family for business. All right? So it's already telling you there that church is a business. It's a business. This one is not even hiding it. He's telling you straight up. Because that's the only thing I know that he does. So he said he wrote, a man, quote, yeah, a man should never neglect his family for business. This is the reason why I always take time out with my family and show them love. Their happiness defines my success. All right. Celebrating the birth of our daughter, Isabel Bushiri. He added, it seems like just yesterday when her little palm held my forefinger. It seems like only a while ago when I celebrated that finally I could lift her up and allow her to rest on my shoulder. Oh God. It's been a joy and heaven's honor to watch her grow from being a baby to being the strong and brave child that she is today. I count myself blessed because not only did she gave me a reason to smile, but she gave me the opportunity to be called a dad. Yeah, good. All dads will write something like that. That's okay. My sweet little daughter, my pride and joy, may God-loving kindness always shine on your beautiful face. I prophesy, here we go, long life, you shall be great and yourself shall be alive, and yours, you shall be great and yours shall be a life that heaven celebrates. Happy birthday, my princess. The prophet is currently in Malawi for several lines of charity program targeting the poor. Oh, these new people are very good. These people are very good. So, guys, there you see, this prophet is not even denying it. He's saying that he said somewhere here that family comes first instead of business. So he's admitting that the church thing is a business. Open your eyes. Please open your eyes, because this is a real talk here. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Okay, I've had enough of this guy Samuel now. Every time he comes on, he gets notification and it comes on. So guys, that's one person out of the titled people that I just showed you. I'm tempted to show you Bushiri again in the video, because that video, you need to see it over and over again so that you also are aware of what goes on. 1 second, I'm going to re-show this, okay? Let me show you the video again quickly. Must say. sorry, I have to laugh about this. This is ridiculous. It's not easy not to laugh about this. It's too much to just bear to watch Bushiri like that, and he's using your money to do this. I think he's Miriam said, I think he's mentally ill. Who knows? I don't know. Inka, is Bushiri oh, that's grace. You must be joking. Noble says, Choi, see one corner eye to the bride. Laugh out loud. You guys are making me tear up. And then the Bushiri man, I don't know what's wrong with him. Nobody does. Okay. What's this? What? Yinka is asking. Is that Bushiri throwing money? Yes, it is. Thank you. And then who else do we have here? Yes. Treasure made a good point about the article that I read out, which was that how many children in his congregation has her bicycle or a toy. This is a real good point that you made here, Treasure. And we should ask that question, because there are possibly people that are poor that they don't even have a bike. Why buy an 80,000 car for a 5-year-old? These things are way beyond me. Sometimes when I read them, I just think that it's probably not happening. It's not true. But when you read some things as well, you know that it is clearly true. You can call me, guys, on Move Agents Matic if you want us to discuss this further. But there's something else that I want to show you. Okay, let me have a quick look. So this is another one. Oh, where is it? Okay, I'm going to read another article quickly, so let's go for it. So this is about another set of pasta, but these ones are in England. So it's look. So here it is. Here it says God delusion. It's a shame that they're saying God delusion, unfortunately, because these people mention God's name and they're also saying that they're of God. Mega rich pastors living in £1 million home prey on believers with claim of curing deadly diseases. A Sun investigation, that's a Sun newspaper in the UK, reveals the lavish words of Britain's loaded pastors, including plush mansion, 120k birthday party, and worshippers trusting thousands of direct debit forms a week. So they have to pay directly into their accounts every week. So this one here is a video. Let's see if we can watch this video. Okay, no, let's move on. So these are the mega rich messengers of God whose church are raking in millions from the worshippers in some of the poorest parts of Britain. Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, here you go, okay, and Alex Omokudu, that I'll show you his image in a bit, live in sprawling 7-figure mansions, while the huge congregation are told to hand over money, often straight from their salary. That's true. They encourage you to pay directly from your salary. I've even been in a church that also encourages that, even to me as well. So that was Matthew Ashimolowo. KICC makes 6.3 million a year through worshippers' donation from their salaries alone. This is just salaries alone when you pay by direct debit. This is the other one. This is Alex Omokudu, Victorious Pentecostal Assembly, makes 1.1 million a year in donations. That's donations alone, okay? Meanwhile, the preachers lead services in which it is claimed people have been cured of life-threatening illnesses. So this happens a lot in this church. He touches people and says that they're healed when they're not healed. This is one of his church. Sun report Richard William attending service at both churches. Excuse me. Here it says, pastor with healing power lives in 2 million mansion as deprived worshippers told, give your money for him. You know, this is sad. Pastor Alex Omokudu claims to be heavily anointed with healing power from God, and his church takes more than 1 million a year in donation from his devoted followers. Omokudu moved to the UK from Nigeria in 2002. Can you believe? Church business is the big business now. You know, in fact, somebody told me that when most people want to retire now, right, what they retire to be is pastors. Then they will set up a church somewhere and start raking in money for themselves. That they're part of a retirement plan of many older generations in Nigeria, especially, is to become a pastor. That's what's trending now. I'm going to look into that. If you have any information about that as well, please feel free to send it to me. I think it's worth looking at and kind of deterring them from doing that before they do it, because when they do this, it's just to take money off people and tell people what they know or what they don't know that God has said in the Bible. Thank you. Thank you, Samuel Audi. This is another Samuel. So welcome, Samuel. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. So this pastor says, Omokudu moved to the UK from Nigeria. Oh, there's a caller. Please call back in 2002 and launched Victorious Pentecostal Assembly. Today, the 53-year-old, who is called Daddy by his flock, owns... Okay, we have a caller. Hello, caller. Ooh. Hello, hold on, please. Hello. Who's calling? I'm fine, thank you.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Yes, please share your thoughts.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Great. You see, you know what the Bible says? In 1 Corinthians, I think 10:23.
Yeah.
Bible says that all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. What does that mean? What the Bushiri guy was doing now, even if he made money genuinely, do you understand?
Yes.
Even if he made it genuinely, the Bible is saying that spending that money that way might paint a different picture to so many people.
Yes.
And you don't want to mislead young Christians, young believers, and even your congregation. If he is a true Christian,
yes.
And this is the point that we are making to people that they are not seeing. Is that the example of Jesus? Where did you see Jesus in the whole history of the Bible? That Jesus went to a wedding as well.
Yeah.
Was he spending money like that?
No.
You know what? This is the issue that we are saying. For instance, these pastors are just milking people, and people are not seeing it. They are just so blinded. If he's a true pastor, what he did there, spending money and spraying money like a criminal, like a 419.
Yes.
He wouldn't have done it.
Yes.
Because if I saw him and that guy was a pastor, I wouldn't believe it.
Exactly. Where do you see Bill Gates do that?
I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because the people that I know that spend money like that are people. Let me tell you something. Maiwa, let's ask him if he truly worked for that money. If he has a business or he has an office that he goes to, would he spend that money that way?
No.
Those are the questions that people need to ask. Have you ever seen billionaires, people that truly work for their money, spend money like they can give people celebrating expensive gifts, but you will never see them, display in that way, display their wealth in that way.
Yeah.
And people are not seeing it. It is bloody criminal. Look at the video that you showed up yesterday of Dr. Neche, inciting people into going into violence. Yes. Let me tell you something. If school break out in Nigeria today, that pastor and his family will be the first.
They'll fly
to
out.
Jet out of Nigeria.
Yes, of course.
They will be the first to jet out because they have the money, they have the resources, they have the private jets.
Yes.
And the people that are inciting are the people that are going to suffer.
Yes.
And people are not seeing this.
Yes, exactly the
It
point.
doesn't make any sense for you to be inciting violence.
Brilliant.
We Christians, we should know better. Somebody, yes, in the Old Testament, it was part of the Christian history that, we fought wars and all those things. But when Jesus came, Jesus changed all that. Jesus changed all that.
Wow.
That's why negotiation, that's why, seeking peace is important. Everybody wants to be in an environment that is peaceful, that is safe.
That's right. And
there's enough in Nigeria. These pastors must stop. You cannot be inciting people to violence. The other guy that comes from the US, that he has a license to carry weapons, let him relocate to Nigeria and let me see how many Fulani headsmen he can kill before they kill him and his family.
I know it was. I don't think he was thinking it through. To be honest with you, I think he was just talking out of emotion. And sometimes you do have to allow.
Talk too much out of emotions. Emotions will not solve any problem. We need to start to think, and find. We need to start to think about creative solutions. And it's not about negotiation. It's about seeking peace. It's about doing research and find out what is causing all these problems, and let us find a solution to it, but not war.
Yeah, brilliant.
Look at that. When Boko Haram was killing Muslims, these pastors do not talk. One of the ways that they should talk is to do a march where they will get the attention of the world. Let's all call all the churches together and do a march and say enough is enough, but they won't do that because it's not affecting them. But because the people that are killing in Benue are labeled as Christians, now they are talking, and they're not even talking in a constructive way. They are inciting violence.
Yes.
And people are not saying they will use people's money. Bushiri is spending your money at a wedding. That's even good. When crisis and war starts in Nigeria, through what they are saying, they will use your money that your tithes are offering to jet out, to go and buy an island and put their families there.
Of course,
people, you need to wake up.
They'll be in a safer environment. They have
in a safer environment, and they will leave you to suffer.
Seriously, that's a very. I wish you'd call yesterday, Sheon, but it's still good today. Thank you very much for your call.
God bless you, Myra. God bless you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you very much.
Lovely topic. Cheers.
Wow, guys, that's a really good point. That was on yesterday's topic of inciting hatred, the biggest terrorist on the pulpit, and that terrorist yesterday was Paul Eneche. So, guys, I don't want to pick up any call right now, right? I want to finish this article, and then from this article we will move on. Okay, thank you very much. So this article says the lavish gate. Okay, today the 53-year-old. I want to read this again. Omokudu moved to the United Kingdom from Nigeria in 2002. It's not even that long ago, and launched Victorious Pentecostal Assembly (VPA) 3 years later. So 2002, 3, 4, 5, 2005. So it's not even that long. Today, the 53-year-old who is called Daddy by the flocks only lavished 2 million 9-bedroom mansion in leafy Hornchurch in Essex. The lavish gated mansion include 5 reception rooms, a swimming pool and sauna, and a 250-foot garden. He also owns a second 600,000 property a short distance away. Despite his luxury lifestyle, his website states, "My wealth belongs to the people." Liar. Whatever I have, I give out. Okay, lie. People are suffering and need help. You see, it's like they know the right thing to do, but they don't do it. It's just, I don't understand. Alex Omokoro claimed to have been heavily anointed with healing power from God. Okay, the same kind of healing power with the 5-year-old of Bushiri's daughter. I see. I think this healing power is going everywhere. The 53-year-old called Daddy by his congregation. Here he is. His daddy. This is his home. He owns a 2 million 9-bedroom mansion in Hornchurch. Here it is. It's all good. If it's his money, that's okay. The plush mansion, both swimming pool and sauna. Okay, that's good. Very good. Meanwhile, worshippers are effectively leaned on to empty their pocket to the god of VPA. That's another thing. They always have a special god, one way or the other. The main church in Barking, East London, is attended by around 5,000 worshippers every week and lies with one of the most deprived area in UK. VPA also operates in run-down parts of Birmingham, Manchester, Bradford, and Luton. That's areas that he is in. So it goes on. You know, this article is a little bit long. There's another one that I want to show you. So this is the envelope. They even take by card. You see here. They take by credit card, MasterCard, Metro, Visa, everything. Most of the churches in England, they do that. So this is common, you know, and I think they're allowed to do it. They even ask you to assign for gift aid. They're allowed to do it, and then it lists the different type of options of what they do with them. So the congregation was then read a passage. Okay, this is when he was doing some healing. But the one I also want to show you is Matthew Ashimolowo. So, our investigative fund, okay, EXN, a rent-free 1 million home, an army of 1,000 unpaid volunteers. So I want you to pay attention to this 1,000 unpaid volunteers. These are everyone that goes to church that they tell you to do something for God. They are wasting your own time for their own pocket. That's what they're doing. So when you go to church and they say work for God, do this for God, big lies. He has 1,000 unpaid volunteers, while him and his wife get paid, and lavish spending spree with church cash, including a 120k birthday party. If they decide to go, of course they call them volunteer, but not if they say do it for God. You know, I do unpaid work as well, but it's my choice that I decide to do that. But when they are putting in your head, suggesting in your head to come and work hours for them, and they are getting the benefits of it, then that's wrong, you know. Matthew Ashimolowo is 65, launched Kingsway International Christian Center in 1992 from a rented hall. 25 years later, the church also has 16.4 million in assets, 500k in bank, and rakes in more than 8 million in revenue a year. Videos show him asking his worshippers to place their hand on part of their body. This is very typical. Place your hand on part of it. You know, there's nothing wrong with sickness or diseases. KICC, which main operation is in Walthamstow, and recently acquired Prayer City building in Chatham, Kent, takes 6.3 million a year from Tithes, where the congregation gives up 10% of its salary. Yes, that's why I was talking about Mesikada in some video recently. The church also has an army, I read that earlier, of 1,000 volunteers who provides it more than 300,000 hours for free labor, worth more than 2 million a year. So all the time that you volunteer in church is worth this. You know, there's a figure that is worth. But while claiming to pass on his riches, Ashimolowo described as the church founder, visionary, and senior pastor, live rent-free in a 1.1 million 9-bedroom home in Romford, Essex, owned by the church. Okay? But still owned by him because he owns the church. Matthew Ashimolowo spent 120k on birthday party for himself with church funds. Alright, guys, this is important here. He live rent-free. This is the home that he live rent-free, 1.1 million. Okay, and then what else is here? So, document obtained by the Sun showed the property was purchased by the charity with no mortgage. The Nigerian-born pastor lived with wife Yemisi, 58, who is also a senior pastor at the church and believed to earn more than 60,000 a year from her role. She earns 60,000, but volunteers are making them 300,000 and they're not giving them anything. The couple owns a second 600,000 home in Grays, Essex, currently lived by their son. Ashimolowo has previously been found by the Charity Commission to have used church fund to pay 120,000 found birthday party for himself at a London hotel, and 80,000 new Mercedes and 13,000 Florida timeshare. He was also paid around 50,000 a year by the church for pastoral service before the 2005 probe found he had floated charity run by being a trustee and paying himself a salary. Guys, these guys are just committing all sorts of atrocities, I want to say. It's sad. It's really sad. I don't know what else to say these things are. let me give you another one before I go back to Bushiri, because I think you guys kind of like this Bushiri video. So this one I want to show you quickly. I need to show this one. Hold on. Let me show you something. This is Adeboye.
Some 24 hours after Sahara reporters revealed that controversial miracle prophet, T.B. Joshua, had secretly purchased a $60 million private jet, our investigators have learned that another high-profile pastor, Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, has taken delivery of a brand new jet. The source is familiar with Pastor Adeboye's purchase of the new Gulfstream aircraft disclosed that the jet's arrival coincided with the pastor's floating of a luxury jet company, Emmanuel Aviation. Although the aviation company reportedly existed since 2009, it had just unveiled a website to announce its swanky fleet and aviation services. Pastor Adeboye's Gulfstream G550 luxury jet was manufactured in Savannah, Georgia State in the U.S. The jet, which was made in 2013, is far newer than the one bought by Pastor T.B. Joshua. Information obtained by Sahara reporters revealed that Pastor Adeboye took delivery of his brand new jet in May 2015. We learned that, with the arrival of the U.S. registered jet, and 730-year Gulfstream G550, Pastor Adeboye has jettisoned an older Gulfstream GIF with tail number N707ER that used to ferry him around the world on his preaching missions. Our sources said the leader of the Redeemed Church personally owns Emmanuel Aviation, to which the two jets are registered both in the US and Nigeria. An aviation expert explained that Nigerian jet owners prefer US registration of their jets because such registration grants them generous landing rights worldwide. Pastor Adeboye becomes the second Nigerian pastor to start a private airline in the country. The first operator of a private airline was the controversial prosperity preacher and billionaire pastor, Bishop David Oyedepo. The Winners Chapel pastor owns 2 aircraft in his Dominion Air Company. One of Pastor Oyedepo's jets is a Bombardier Challenger 604 with registration number M664D, while the other is a Beechcraft 19000D with registration number 5 Newtons WCI. Nigerian prosperity pastors have emerged as some of the wealthiest preachers in the world, but their luxury lifestyles are at variance with the squalor and poverty of most members of their churches. Apart from owning a jet company, Pastor Adeboye's RCCG also owns sprawling real estate along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Former President Goodluck Jonathan and his wife, Patience Jonathan, are reportedly among politically and socially privileged Nigerians who own multi-million-dollar mansions at the RCCG.
Okay, guys. So actually this news is not even new. Actually, it's not a new story. This is everywhere. And also Pastor Oyedepo also has an aviation company as well, and Adeboye, and they have all sorts of things. This is what they use your tithes and offering on. I'm going to show Bushiri again, and I'll read your comments, and if anyone wants to call in, please feel free to call in. I wouldn't even bother answering this one. Okay, so let me show you Bushiri again. I think we should see that one again, and I'll read your comments. Excuse me? Welcome back. Okay, that's enough though, guy, man. Yes, that's like I don't know what to say. So that was Bushiri doing his crazy stuff. It's just beyond me to see this happening. There's some people that are still saying, there's some people on this platform and saying that give it to God. Please, if you want to give any money to God, right, give it to the poor. Give it to the destitute, give it to the widow. You help somebody that is in poverty. Help somebody elevate them out of poverty. Not just a one-off payment. If you want to give your tithe, because Jesus said in the Bible, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was sick, you didn't come to see me. In the hospital, I guess. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. That is given to God. Giving to God is not given to your pastor, either in form of tithe offering, prophet offering, anointing offering, first fruits or whatever. You're not giving to God. You're deceiving yourself if you think by you giving to your pastor or your denomination is giving to God. Absolutely not. That's not what you're doing. at all, and don't waste your time doing that. So if anyone wants to call, please, you're free to do so in the next few minutes before we close. So I'm going to read some comments now, because I think I've shown you enough of the video. So then let me go more into the video, unless if you want entertainment, then I can show you for entertainment's sake. But let me read some of your comments. Christian says that, is this man a pastor? ? This just shows that this man does not even know God. Only foolish people can follow such person. This is what Christian is saying. Olabisi says he's talking to Samson. Oh, to get out the platform. Okay. Star Ike noticed something, that is trying to impress the bride. And I think I'm just being a little silly here. I don't know. There's no evidence, but I'm watching that. I clocked them too, both of them, the pastor and the bride. Oh, I think we can do a story about this. The pastor and the bride. What do you think, guys? It's going to be a really interesting one. Okay. Why are you showing this lady? Why are you showing which lady? All right, Andre, don't worry about Johnson Kennedy, leave him alone. For your time. Okay, Joe is a bit scared. He's writing scary comments showing that he is scared. Nobody is afraid here. Unto freedom we're called. Grace said, I leave the bride alone. No. One thing concern me, I'm leaving the bride alone. No. I don't care. I'm just showing you not to go and give your money to these pastors. And this is what they're doing with it. That's not my problem at all. At least, if whatever they want to do, they can go and do. Bride, the pastor and the bride. I think there's a good story. I'm just giving somebody a title for a movie right there. So if you want to write a movie, there's a good title there for you. The pastor and the bride. Okay, some good people are talking to Johnson here. Idara says that is the yellow paper bills. I don't know, but I think it's money, because it's got an entourage to be giving him the money as well. Adobe, I was thinking the same thing, but obviously your question has been answered already. Bushiri is not the only person in this congregation. In this party. He's not the only person that is invited, but obviously they cleared the hall for him to be the one that stands alone with the bride and the groom. I don't really understand the whole scenario. I think the whole scenario is a bit archaic. It's crazy. Brenda says, Maiwa, I noticed the way he was looking. Oh, Brenda! Okay, well done. You also noticed. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's the only person. He's not the only person, because there are other people, but they're all standing on the edge while they left Bushiri to do his own thing and, dab, do his own style of dabbing and, clocking the bride and the bride clocking, and the poor little man that is there, which is the groom. He's just there doing his two-step dancing. Anyway, it's what it is. Is Bushiri? Yes, I've read that. Some cases is sad. Laugh out loud. It is very sad. Paya said, I really wonder what these so-called pastors are thinking, using God's name to attain their wealth. Aren't they afraid of God's judgment on them when they die? I don't even think they believe in God. They just know that God's name really sells well. Because you cannot believe in God. If you believe in God, you would have the love of God in your heart. And if you have the love of God in your heart, you wouldn't do this to other people. It's just a simple formula. It's a set deal for everybody. If you believe in God and if you love God, you have that love in your heart. You would say the truth. You will love people and you will do the right thing. This lot, they're just using God's name because it sells. It's a camouflage for them. It's not a true belief system. Because if it's a true belief system, they'll act accordingly as well as somebody that loves God. So, as prophet, I do believe that I do believe what you're saying. Okay, Osman, thank you. Chai, some people are hungry around you and you are spraying money like this, Bushiri. That's Omoye that is asking Bushiri there. Olabisi is saying something disagreeing. Hello, Olabisi. Thank you for joining. So we have here, is it your money? Okay, Kenya is asking if it's your money. It's the congregation money. It's not your money. It's not his money. It's the congregation's money. It's the poor people's money that he's spending. And, you know, even if it's not my money, it's no reason for me not to be concerned. It's like you saying that if the atrocities that is happening in the world, this is not happening to you, then you shouldn't say anything. Please think before you say anything, Kaya. You know, and, you know, be your brother's keeper. This is where you be your brother's keeper, not when you're poking your nose into matters that it doesn't really edify anybody. But this one in particular, we need people to be saved, you know, to be truly saved by God, and to not allow themselves to be vulnerable to men and women like this. There's so many of them. They call themselves Geo, Papa, Bishop, whatever, general, all sorts of names they call themselves, and we need to alert people to this. If you share, you will have it on your wall. So share. Thank you very much, Olabisi. That's very kind of you to remind people. And please call us. Stop shouting on the phone. Nobody is fighting. Be calm so we can get you, please. I don't know if anybody was shouting. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, Brenda, I got that. Maiwa, I noticed the way he was looking at the bride. He has swag, Sha. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think he has swag. Hey, Brenda, I think maybe you say something that I don't say, but it's funny. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for noticing. I noticed that. I was thinking, should I say it? But I did say eventually. So, Brenda, well done. The dabbing door, the man. Okay, actually, Brenda, everybody agrees with you that he's got swag. Yeah, maybe he's got swag. I read out that he has swag earlier, but it's just by reading that. But you said you guys call swag, Sha. Okay. Yes, I guess so, because somebody else also is concurring with you here. With the guy holding his cash. Yeah, of course, BJ, there's somebody holding the pastor's cash. Thugs as pastors. That's what DK says. Thank you very much for sharing. Ayedepo, do Pastor Oyedepo admit his congregation members' fee for his university? I don't know what's happening with that one. Somebody saying that Kaya, you are part of the problem. Take yourself out of you guys, you just made me laugh. You take yourself out of here as part of the problem. I'm going to show you this guy one more time. Anthony says that this man's praying. Is he a pastor? These people are really pushing boundaries and provoking God to instant judgment. But how do these so-called pastors find people to pay tithing? That's a very good question, but they brainwash them. They don't do it immediately. You know, they do it systematically. You know, they don't do it immediately. It's like a systematic approach over time, and then they start telling you that you have problems. You have family problems, you have ancestry problem, you have this, highlighting negative things to you so that you'll be bound to them. So they do this systematically. Say, I am talking to my family member. Daddy Geo doctrine is standing guard post in front of their minds. Yes, unfortunately. But you know what, BJ, you still have to continue to talk to them. Don't give up on them. Guys, don't let us give up on anybody. Let us continue to help, to support people to see the truth. So I'm going to show you a few books of Dr. Sunday, how to build a secure financial future. Guys, if you're going to spend your money at all, instead of giving your money to these charlatans to go and spend your money on whatever they want, private jets, on wedding spraying, on whatever, you know, whatever they want to spend it on, why don't you spend it on yourself? Develop yourself to make God proud. You know, build up yourself, build up your talents, build up your purpose, work towards your own purpose in life to be who God wants you to be, so that you are independent, you're not dependent on them. And when it comes to problems and challenges, just focus on God. He created you. He looked after you to this point, so he can continue to look after you. You don't need to be bribing God in order for him to do anything for you. He loves you anyway. He died for you. Jesus died for you before you were born. He knew you. He knew your name. So here's another book that I think would help in life, raising the next generation of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. You know, so this is another excellent book that will help you to know what to do in order to be one of the greats in the future as well, even in the near future. The books, it depends on where you get it from, Wilson. They're available on Amazon, but you can also get it from us here by going to or contacting us at dsasbooks@gmail.com, or you can go onto sundayadelajablog.com/books. So you can also find the books there, or you can go on Amazon or Okada Books. So here's another one, Discovering the Purpose and Calling of Nation. This is an excellent book because it would actually open our eyes to know a lot more. And we all have to cultivate the habit of reading. We just have to do it. Even if you don't like doing it, it's not even a question. It's something that we have to do. Could you be the Abraham of your nation? Honestly, this is an excellent book for me to even... The title alone, I'm just so curious. I haven't read it yet, but I will read this book because I really want to know if I could be the Abraham of my nation. It says that great secret from the greatness of Abraham. Every nation could experience redemption just like individuals do. The question is, who will be the Abraham? Honestly, I can't wait to read this book. Amazing title, and I think it's going to be a great book to know the secrets of Abraham. Money Would Make You Rich. Money Would Make You Rich is I don't need to tell you, it's a great book. It's a great financial book to help you, but in a kingdom way, not just anyhow. A lot of people love this book. This is a bestseller in America, and it's a bestseller in other countries as well. So I think this is an excellent book to go for. Money Won't Make You Rich. It has lots of principles there. Excellence, the key to elevation. Every one of us, we need to adapt their attitude or the ability to produce excellence in everything that we do, and this is the key to elevation. If no one does things better than you, right, then that's part of excellence, because you do it well. You want to get something, they would say, oh, go to this person, she will give you a perfect this. Go to this person, he will do this for you. That's part of excellence, and he will do it for you in this way. So go for this type of book if you want to know how to develop excellence. It says, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but an habit. Brilliant. So I think this is a great book to have. Another book here, I'm a Person, Am I a Personality? I think I want to read this book because I only knew about biomass when I started listening to Dr. Sunday, and I know that I'm a person, but it would be good for me to also know if I'm a personality, and I think everybody else could do with this. Malake, if you want the books for free, you can get them for free by going on Amazon, and if you go on Amazon, you have to register with Amazon Kindle, and you can download them for free. So we put some of those books for free on Amazon. So go ahead if you want it for free. But I always see value in something that I purchase. That's just my own thing. And I enjoy reading paperback rather than electronic. I have electronic as well, but I prefer paperback. How to win in life. I think we all need to know this. We all need to know how to win in life. Who doesn't want to win in life? So this is an excellent book to have. I don't even know how I'm going to break my life up. I think all this time that I'm not doing anything, I just go to work, come back and chill with friends. It would have been great to just sit down and be reading this book. I don't know where I would be right now if I was doing that. A lot of us, we have lost years. This book says how to regain your lost years. I don't know anyone that haven't lost years. Even if you're a teenager, you would have lost years, because the time that we wasted, the time that we have spent doing things that maybe we shouldn't do, and especially if you're religious and you're a Christian, believe me, there would be some time that you'd have lost years. So this book says how to regain your lost years. It's not too heavy to read, okay? It's got over 200 pages, but I think it's worth it. If I just read maybe 10 a day, I'll get through this at some point, okay? So 10 pages a day, I think I'll get through it. And, I will get momentum as well with time. So I would urge people, everybody needs to read it. How to read this, how to regain your lost years. Another book, Work is Better Than Vacation, Labor Better Than Favor. Work is better than vacation. That one, I'm still finding very hard to swallow. Being around Dr. Sunday, you have to know that, he's a workaholic anyway. And workaholic previously, in my own mind, is like almost like a negative connotation to it, that, you don't have a life. You just work. But now I don't feel that way, especially if I'm working in my own purpose. I'm working purposefully, so I don't have any problem with that. But I'm really finding it very difficult to swallow that is better than vacation. I love vacation. I pride myself in going on vacation at least twice a year, and not going even in the last few months is already telling on me. I'm already feeling like I need a vacation. I haven't been on vacation. It's going to take a while for me to get rid of that mentality of work is better than vacation and labor better than favor. I mean, I know better now, but I used to worship with the pastor at a church where the pastor is always saying 1 day of favor is better than 100 years of labor or years of labor. And he used to sell that crap to me. God, the things that I've also been through, my God. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people have. One of my favorites, Star. Of course, I love vacation as well, but I think you and I need to read this, Star. We definitely need to get down to reading this book and stop fooling ourselves, because, we can go on vacation anytime, but we need to work and imbibe ourselves in work. Who am I? Why am I here? One of my favorite books, and I think any adult, anybody that is conscious should have an answer to this. Who am I and why are you here? Any conscious being on earth should have an answer. I was living, but I was not conscious until, even when I was listening to Dr. Sunday, a lot of things is opening to me and my eyes has been opened a lot. But to even know who am I, why am I here, it's not something that I knew before, not until when I read this book. This book is an amazing book. I love this book. I've got 2 paperback copies of this and an electronic copy as well. I can't get enough of this book. So I think every conscious being must have this. Who am I? Why am I here? And they must read it page by page and highlight it. And, at the end of it, you would thank me later. I promise you, you will. Another amazing book, 7 Tips to Self-Fulfillment in Life. We all need to know this. I don't know. Self-fulfillment is important. Sometimes we have a lot of things, but we're not fulfilled. And this book that says 7 Tips to Self-Fulfillment with Who Am I think it will be a great combination to read together. Create Your Own Net Worth, another important book. I knew about network, but not net worth. I only think that only rich people have a net worth. They have a net worth of 100 million, they have a net worth of billions or whatever. But I can actually create my own net worth. What an amazing book. Why wouldn't everybody in this world get this? Knowledge is power when used. And this one is saying create your own net worth. Amazing. I would get this book over and over again. And then there's another book, Problem, Your Shortcut to Prominence. I like the Dr. Sunday's problem books. There's few problem books, I think at least 2 or 3 that he has. Because problem has always been something that the church used to bait us, especially charlatans. They use it as a bait. They always say that this problem is coming, you never encounter problem, this and that. But if you're resolved that problem is a shortcut to prominence, that God, if he reveals a problem to you, he wants you to solve that problem, and he wants that problem to elevate you. It's not to put you down. Then you wouldn't be running around to pastors and churches and different denominations for help. Understand that problem is a shortcut to prominence is really key. How to become great through time conversion. This is really important because a lot of us, we don't know what to do with our time or how to convert our time. So how to become great through time conversion, I think is a great book. I need to get some of this book. Yes, you can write to dsasbooks@gmail.com. That's dsasbooks@gmail.com. And you also have an opportunity to be a distributor. If you're interested, you would be able to make up to 50% of up to 50% in profit of what you pay. You'll be able to make even more, but 50% you would be able to make of it. So here is a brilliant book for you here. We have another one, No One is Better Than You. I love this book to say no one is better than you. Every one of us, we're unique. We have different DNA. That's how they can identify who did something, especially in crime scene. But it shows you that nobody is better than you. Nobody's even like you. Even twins and triplets, they don't have the same DNA. So this is an amazing book to know that no one is better than you and know why no one is better than you. It says here, don't compare yourself with anyone in the world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. So we all need this because in churches and everything, they always make us compare ourselves or, you know, family, sometimes relationships, the wrong environment as well, we tend to compare ourselves. Don't eat tomorrow's food today. I wish I've had this some years ago, because I usually eat tomorrow's food the same day. When I have money and anything, I'll just spend it. I was a spender, you know. Any extra money I have, I just want to spend it. If not on holiday, it would be on luxury things or luxury, you know, maybe lifestyle. So this is a great book to have. Don't eat tomorrow's food today. A lot of us have that problem of doing just spending, and that's part of not eating tomorrow's food today. And then life is an opportunity. I really love this book. This book is a book that will actually help you to see life in a different way, to see it as an opportunity, as something that, you know, you're not just here, you're just not a number. It's an opportunity, and you can be someone in life to seize the opportunity. You need to seize the opportunity in life. So the email again is dsasbooks@gmail.com, or you can go to sundayadelajablog.com/books. One of the greatest books, and this was reviewed a few days ago, and it says, stop working for Uncle Sam. You know, this book, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. Yes, Idara, that's correct. dsasbooks@gmail.com. This book, right, if you read this book, you are in danger of leaving your job, okay? And during the book review, the person that did the review was saying that she spoke to Dr. Sunday, and even Dr. Sunday said to her, Dr. Sunday said to her that don't leave your work immediately. You need to have a strategy. You need to have a plan in place on how to do it. But I must tell you, once you're reading this book, you would just want to leave your job immediately, with immediate effect. So just take your time, read the book, and put the plans in place. Don't just jump and leave, okay? You need to be wise about what you do as well. So, and then there's another one here. It says, why losing your job is the best thing that could happen to you. This is, you know, this are some people's greatest fear in life, is losing their job. First of all, they con you that you have to have a job, and then you have that job, and then, you know, you are afraid throughout not to lose the job. You're just living in that fear. So reading a book like this, I say, why losing your job is a blessing. I think that we should all go for. You know, it's an amazing book. We should all have access to and read. And then this is an amazing book. Yesterday, guys, can you believe Dr. Sunday's program at 9 p.m. yesterday was the best. I enjoyed it. I watched it over and over again overnight. I don't think I got enough sleep overnight. Not that I do get enough, but last night I was just watching it over and over again, just listening to Dr. Sunday's analysis of Trump's usual psychopathic behavior, but on the word I was using on Africa and also on Nigeria, particularly in Haiti. It was interesting to see his analysis, his mind. That even took me into another area of Dr. Sunday's mind and the way he thinks. This is really good. But you know what? If we know the content of this book, if we have understanding of the content of this book, we would also have the same knowledge, and we have a different view of who we are. Nobody would define us with negative words. And we would also lift ourselves up, not just by definition, but also by what people see of us, you know, what we are able to produce. If we have been able to do this in the past, then we can do it again. So everybody should step up and get this book. I remember Dr. Sunday was saying when this book was first launched, or should I say published, that we should all have this book from generation to generation. We should all have this book. So I would urge you, please get this book, How Africans Brought Civilization to Europe. It would really help you to have an understanding of who you are. So guys, I have to go now, okay? I've been with you for over an hour now, so it's time to go. But I've enjoyed this program. I'm going to go with an outro with Bushiri. So you just have a look at Bushiri again, and you're spending your own money, your tithes and offering. Here he is spending it, and the whole thing just seemed a bit psychotic to me, but please be the judge. I see the flag. Okay, guys, so that's it today. It's been a pleasure being with you as usual. So I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Dr. Sunday will be back in about an hour and a half, just gone an hour and a half now. He will be with you. I think it's Kingdom Fruits that we've got today. Kingdom Fruits is always great fun to see how people's lives have changed after listening to Dr. Sunday's teaching. So I'm really looking forward to the Kingdom Fruits today. Grace is saying, answer me, Mayowa. Grace, I haven't seen your comments. Sorry. Hold on. I haven't seen Grace comments. Grace, I can't see your comment. Oh, okay, Grace, I can't see it. If I see your comment, I would answer you. Oh, mail to dsasbooks@gmail.com is bouncing back from boxb.com. Please help clarify. Okay, is DSAS, yes, that's DSA's books@gmail.com. No, it shouldn't bounce back. I'll check that inbox. I don't know why it's doing that, but I will check it again or ask the team. Or somebody is calling me on my messenger when they know they shouldn't. But anyway, I will see you again tomorrow.